Good morrow, stout viewers. The sun riseth yet again.
Leo. Leo, wake up. It's morning.
Oh, right.
So, if you recall, last time, we met Mr. Kerr, who encountered the thugs who tore up his house. The thugs were after the Phoenix Mirror, and it seems like the next place to check would be a guy named Yan Xing, who was Mr. Yuan's apprentice. So, the thugs will probably be heading down there at some point.
Good morning, Leo.
Good morning.
Did you get enough rest?
Yeah. Hey, Shenhua.
Yeah? Are you leaving already?
Yeah. I need to find those thugs.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yep, she doesn't have too much interesting to say each day, but I feel like saying good morning anyway. You know, it's just polite, isn't it? You don't want to just leave the house without saying good morning. So we pick up our daily banana and apple and head on outside.
Hey, Leo. Good luck. Be sure to come back before it gets too dark.
I understand. Of course.
So before we head down, I thought I'd check out the Shenmue tree quickly. It's just a tree, but you know, it's here. It's big and pink. And there's a swing on it. Not too much interesting to say about the tree though, there's some herbs growing on it sometimes. So before we head on down and continue our adventure, we'll do some training on the way down since the Martial Hall is along the way, so it's a convenient time to do so. And then we head on to the village proper.
I need help with something.
Yeah?
Do you know Yan Xing? Your father works with him.
Beats me.
Okay then.
Right, so Yan Xing apparently lives in a place called the Rainbow Basin. So I guess we can ask around and see where that
I need
is.
help with something.
What do you want?
Why are you always so
I'm
rude?
looking for the Rainbow Basin.
It's past the sunflower field.
Thanks a lot.
Alright, we know where the Sunflower Grove is, so I guess we'll head in vaguely in that direction, and we should eventually come to the Rainbow Basin.
Excuse me.
What is it?
I'm trying to get to Yan Xing's house. Which way is it to the Rainbow Basin?
That's a bit of a hike. It's a ways past the Sunflower Grove.
I see.
Mr. Ye's place, right? Yan Xing is that weaver's son.
Got it. Thanks a lot.
Alright, so we've learned that he's the son of a weaver. I guess that's kind of interesting. It's not exactly important though, but hey, it's a new piece of information.
Excuse me. I'm looking for the Rainbow Basin.
Let your feet guide you.
My feet smell.
It's a bit of a walk, though.
Right.
It's all the way past the Sunflower Grove.
Got it. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, everyone keeps saying that it's really far away, that it's a bit of a trek to get there, but it really isn't. It takes less than a minute to walk over there. I guess in the scale of like the town in general, it's sort of the other end of it. But going by real distance, it really isn't far at all.
I need help with something.
Are you speaking to me? Oh, what do you need?
Do you know Yan Xing?
Yes, he lives near the Rainbow Basin.
How do I get to the Rainbow Basin?
You just keep going straight from here.
Okay, thanks.
Yep, so let's just keep walking over. It's past the Sunflower Grove. There's Liu Baishan fishing again. He's always fishing at this time. Guess that's all he thinks about. Fishing. On the way there, there's another one of these self-service veggie places if we want to buy some more vegetables. So you'll see a lot of shops around in this game, and they all sometimes sell similar things to each other, but the thing is, it is worth browsing around, because many of these places have different prices for their items. So here you can kind of see they sell the garlic, which is our staple food that we've been eating a lot of. But it's actually a bit more expensive here than it is in other places, I think. So again, like, it's a good idea to like keep in mind where the cheaper items are if you want to really save on your money. So we'll leave it for now. We're pretty good for food anyway. And besides, we can actually buy things other than vegetables for once, so... And yeah, here we are. This is the Rainbow Basin. As you can see, it wasn't that far at all. There's a path up here, but it seems to be blocked off. So I guess this isn't the way we're supposed to go. Oh, but there's a herb. Oh, but it's just licorice. I hate licorice. But whatever, herbs are herbs, and herbs mean money. So, yep. Let's look at these signs. Alright, so that's Ternary Spring that's blocked off, and Rainbow Basin is just up there, so let's hold them down.
Out of my way, I said!
Leave me alone. I told you, my son isn't here.
Just move already!
What do you think you're doing?
Huh?
Who the hell are you?
You must be the thugs that wrecked Shu's house.
Now tell us who you are!
Not until you tell me why you're tearing this village apart.
That's none of your damn business. Hey. Let's mess this kid up!
My god, it's only taken several days, but we finally found them! The thugs! Now we have to beat them in a fight. And as you can see, we're fighting multiple enemies at once. And you can see the biggest improvement over the old fighting system. I can lock on to different people. Shenmue 1 and 2, you had no control over who you were actually attacking, so it was actually quite difficult to precisely aim at the right people. But here, you can actually use the right analog stick to toggle between different people, which is a goddamn life changer. So, again, for all the faults I have with this fight system compared to the old ones, this is one area of the game where it does improve a lot, where you can take on multiple people and not feel overwhelmed. Nope, I was trying to use the chain fist, but it didn't quite work. And yeah, the camera's a lot better as well. It behaves itself much better than it did in the older games. It's still not perfect. Sometimes the camera does kind of go a bit weird if the enemies get behind you. But yeah. Haha! Eat shit! So this is hard mode, so I'm trying not to be too reckless here. If you find that your guard meter is getting depleted, a good trick is to use moves that will knock over your enemies like that. Hang on, this guy's nearly dead, so I'll finish him off. He just kind of deflated. It's like, and just melts onto the floor.
Come on.
Yeah, the ragdolls in this game can be kind of weird. He's just kind of... The way he's fallen on the floor is just kind of funny to me. But yeah, the ragdolls on this game can be a little bit weird. Weirdly, the ragdoll system was a Kickstarter stretch goal, so this is what our money went to. These bizarre ragdolls where the people just kind of deflate and sink to the floor. Anyway, it's just you and me, buddy. Haha!
Who are you people? Why are you causing trouble here?
Look, I can explain.
What the hell? You're just a little punk kid. You got a death wish, don't you, kid? I'll finish you off in 30 seconds flat.
$30, eh? We'll see about that. In fact, I'll put a timer there just to see. Although we've been weakened pretty hard from the last fight. But if we're careful, we can maybe take care of this guy.
Eat this!
Now, this guy seems a lot harder and bigger than the last two people. Let's play this carefully. Ow. What do you know, it was 30 seconds.
I can't say I'm impressed.
Yan Xing's not here, and he's so weak.
I can't believe you did that. Are you all right?
Yes. I'm fine.
Who are you?
I came to talk to Yan Xing.
You did? I'm sorry, but he's not here.
Not here? Was he kidnapped?
Kidnapped? Goodness, no. He's over in Hermit's Nest.
Way out there?
That's where he fled once he heard they were coming after stonemasons.
At least he got away safely.
Is something going on?
Yuan has disappeared.
He has? Oh no. Yan Xing is his apprentice, or was anyway. Yuan's disappeared. Those thugs are after my boy. What is going on here?
I'll be sure to tell you if I learn anything new.
I'd be forever grateful. I hope you find something.
I'll go to the hermit's nest and talk to Yan Xing.
Well, unfortunately, we couldn't quite beat those thugs. Or rather, there was one thug we couldn't beat. The other two were no problem, but that big guy, he's no joke. Also, we see the return of a familiar face. Chai from Shenmue 1 has come back. Yes, somehow he managed to survive the events of Shenmue 1 where he got elbowed in the chest and thrown into the sea. And, I guess he's back for revenge or something. Or perhaps he has something else in mind. What is his evil plans? All will be revealed in a manner that's not completely
I
underwhelming.
guess nobody's home.
Yes, I might as well spoil this now. I'm not exactly a huge fan of Chai coming back. But I'll explain more about that later. But yes, so now we have to try and find Yan Xing, who is not at his house. He in fact is gone into hiding over at the hermit's nest, which we haven't been to yet, but I guess he'll be going to later.
Excuse me.
Yes? What is it?
I hate to bother you, but
You look strong. Won't you come and work for us?
not right now.
I'll only work for you if it involves a stupid minigame.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I hate to bother you, but
If you have something to ask, I could go get my mother.
what?
Could you ask my mother?
Okay.
I kind of already did, but alright. Whatever.
Excuse me.
Yes? What is it?
Which way is it to the hermit's nest?
It's in the other direction.
Is that so?
The hermit's nest is deep in the mountains, past the bell tower.
Got it.
You look like a healthy fella. Why don't you come work for me?
Not right now.
You can finish your business first. Come and stop by afterwards.
Okay.
Right, I guess we'll head over to the hermit's nest a bit later on. Let's just head back towards the village centre for now.
I better eat something before I fall over.
Alright, I forgot we were beaten up, so all our stamina's gone. So we should eat at some point. If you're wondering, no, you don't automatically lose the fight after 30 seconds when he says, I'll beat you in 30 seconds flat. That just happened to work out when he managed to defeat me. But, clearly, we're not strong enough yet, so we have to do some training.
I need help with something.
Let's do some sparring.
You came back? Are you here to spar with me?
Let's go.
Please and thank you.
So, again, we'll just do some more practice. It's always good to get some practice in. like I said, this game gets very, very grindy. So it's a good idea to sort of put training throughout your daily routine, just so that you're not just endlessly grinding for hours at a time. If you spread it throughout your day or throughout the journey, it becomes a bit more tolerable.
Thank you so much. I learned a lot from you. Come back if you feel like sparring again.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Man, she really likes sparring. Alright, so I guess we can continue onwards. We'll head back towards the village square. And at the village square, there's that old lady who's always humming to herself, hammering away at the herbs. And we haven't really spoken to her much, so let's see what she has to say.
Hi there.
Ah, young boy. Liu, was it?
Yes, that's right.
Shenmue doesn't seem to be with you today.
How do you know?
I can just tell.
Yeah, I'm guessing that Shenhua just smells a lot. That's how everyone
Do you
knows
have a
where she is. Okay, lady, I get it. I get it, you're ignoring me. Don't have to be an asshole about it.
Did you ask for me?
Oh, nothing.
Alright, screw you then. Clearly you have nothing interesting to say. About this time, I decide to head over to Joy Park to maybe play some Lucky Hit or something when I discover this dude in the red shirt who wasn't here before. And turns out he has a side quest for us.
Excuse me.
Pardon me. Are you from this village?
No, I'm not.
I knew it. You seem different. I came from out of town looking for work, and the rumors were right. Martial arts is popular here. I love strong women. Just looking at one gets me all excited.
I see.
Actually, there's one that's caught my attention. I'd like to get closer, but look at me. I'm just skin and bones. If I looked as strong as you, I'd have no problem telling her how I feel.
Right.
Her name is Wei Chen. I don't suppose you could talk to her for me? Or is it asking too much?
Ah, this must be one of those beta cucks I keep hearing about on the internet.
What would you like me to ask this Wei-Jan?
Thanks. First, ask if she has a boyfriend. And if not, if she's looking for one. Ask if she's okay dating someone who can't fight. I think that should cover my bases.
I see.
So, here's our new side quest. Heartbreak Kung Fu. Now this guy has a thing for Wei Jun, who is that girl we were just sparring with. So we should go over there and ask her if she's looking for a boyfriend. So let's go ahead and do that in a completely non-awkward way.
You got a minute?
Who, me? You need something?
There's something I'd like to ask you. Are you seeing anyone?
What? Well, no. Why?
Are you looking for a boyfriend?
Oh god.
I guess so. I'm flattered, but...
Oh, no. I'm not asking for me.
Then, would you mind sparring with me? I want to date someone stronger than myself.
If you insist.
Right, so somehow we've been roped into a fight with Wei Jun. And this is an actual fight, by the way, not sparring. We have to actually defeat her in combat. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that, and I'm at a health disadvantage because we sparred with her earlier, and now we're a bit hungry, and I didn't eat. So, we're a little low on health, but hopefully we should still be able to beat her, if we're just being careful about it. Just wait for an opening and strike! The ground kick is actually quite a good move, because you crouch when you do it, so you can actually use it to dodge certain attacks. Ow, oh, wow, that combo kind of took off a lot of health. Ow. Oh. So much for that.
Thank you so much for exchanging blows. Although I'm a bit sad you couldn't beat me. It makes me so happy.
Well, actually...
Are you okay there, man?
I'll spar with you as many times as you want. Come back if you feel like sparring again.
Okay. Got it.
It's just an incredible amounts of pain, but he still talks in his normal voice. So, yeah. In order to complete the side quest, we have to actually beat her. So, let's try again by eating all this food. And make sure we're at full health this time. And re-challenge her.
You got a minute?
You're here again? I'm so flattered.
Don't get the wrong idea.
I'll spar with you as many times as you want. I love to see how strong you are.
If you insist.
I like it when girls hit on me, but this is ridiculous. Am I right, fellas? So, yeah, let's try this again. That was a weird interaction. That elbow assault hit, but she didn't flinch. I think we just traded blows. So, the way the game's designed, with you having to eat food in order to replenish your stamina, kind of disincentivizes you from brute forcing the game if an enemy is too strong. Like, if this lady was too strong, the game would kind of prefer me to level up, rather than keep re-challenging her over and over again until I beat her. Because doing that just uses up a lot of food, and that uses up a lot of money, which isn't exactly efficient. I tried to dodge that, but I ended up getting hit.
There's more where that came from.
Just kind of collapsed over the cart there. Alright. Final blow! Pow!
Bad. You're so strong. I couldn't do a thing. Thank you so much. I learned a lot from you. It makes me so happy.
Well, actually, someone asked me to talk to you.
What? What?
I'm sorry.
Sorry for jumping the gun. But a man who cannot talk to the girl he likes is no man I'm interested in.
My apologies.
Come back if you feel like sparring again.
Okay. Got it.
I guess somehow she managed to get the wrong idea, even though Ryohazuki was quite clear that he said don't get the wrong idea. But never mind. I guess she just really likes men that can fight, which unfortunately means that Yang's chances aren't looking too good. So, I guess we should just go back and tell him that he's too much of a pussy, and he's probably not going to have much of a chance with her.
Hey. Sorry to cause a misunderstanding.
Sorry for jumping the gun. Thank you for last time. If you don't mind, would you spar with me again?
A challenge, huh? Now's not a good time.
I'm sorry I keep bothering you. I'll wait until you have some time to spare.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that Ryohazuki's basically a robot that doesn't understand human interaction. They'd probably make a good pairing. But alas, it's not to be. Anyway, since we got beaten up, it's time to eat and replenish our health. You see how much food this is using? This is why it's not a good idea to just brute force the game and try and beat fights you can't beat. Anyway, let's break the news to Yang.
Hey.
So, how'd it go? Did you talk with Wei-jun?
A little.
So, does she have a boyfriend? Is she looking for one?
It seems she's open to a relationship. But
But?
she only wants to date someone stronger than her.
Okay.
And
And?
things might be different if you ask her out yourself.
I wouldn't have bothered asking you if I could do it myself. Doesn't look like I'll get anywhere with her.
I see.
No work, no girl. I'm just gonna head back to the village.
Right.
Don't make that face. You've done everything you could.
Sorry I couldn't be of more help.
And so, after losing all purpose in his life, Yang vanishes from the face of the earth, never to be seen again. So, yeah. He vanishes. And I've done wrong to Wei-jun. I should go apologize to her. So, in order to complete the quest, we have to go back to Wei-jun. So let's head back to the Sunflower Grove. Again.
You got a minute?
You're here again?
Well, actually,
I know. I'm just really happy we can spar like this. I want you to have this. It's been in my family for generations.
are you sure?
I think this will definitely come in handy for you. It's just sitting here collecting dust anyway.
Thanks.
Wow, what a nice gift. I'll treasure it forever and ever. Just kidding, I'm giving it to the pawn shop!
If you don't mind, would you spar with me again?
Huh? Oh, a challenge. Let's go.
Please and thank you.
Might as well do one more sparring challenge while we're here. Get some extra training in. So yeah, I do quite like that side quest, if only for just how awkward it is. It's just, considering how weird Rihizuki is around women, it is kind of a bit weird that he would just accept this request to ask a girl out on behalf of someone else. I just can't imagine how that would work for any normal person.
Come back if you feel like sparring again.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
So, after completing that quest, we get a blue dragon vase. Which, you know, it's a nice vase, and it's worth a decent amount of money. But, of course, the thing you really want to do with it is exchange it for sets. Here's the vase. Kind of looks like the dragon's doing a little hoo-ha pose. It's like, haha, look at me, I'm a dragon. But yes, you can trade it in with a necklace and a toy crane to get a skill book. So, once again, keep an eye out for those other 2 items. In the meantime, I guess we can go back to trying to find the hermit's nest. Let's ask around at the village square.
Excuse me.
Can I help you, Ryo?
Which way is it to the hermit's nest?
Why go there of all places?
There's something I need to take care of.
The hermit's nest is a settlement in the mountains beyond the panda market. It's been ages since I last visited. I'd probably get lost if I tried to find it now.
I see.
Again, this is one of those weird cases where everyone says it's really far away, but it really isn't. It's just behind the panda market. It takes less than a minute to get there. Also, it is kind of nice that that lady refers to us by Ryo now. Remember how, like, anxious she was around weirdos at the start of the game, and how she sort of grows towards you as you keep talking to her. A lot of the villagers have that kind of dynamic, which is something I quite like about this game. The village generally kind of seems like a very homely place and becomes more familiar as you interact with more of the villagers. So while we're here, I figured I might as well try and complete the set. Let's see if we can get that one rare capsule toy. Oh, hey, we got it.
I did it.
So that's the Shenmue 1 grouper set completed. So now we've got the set, let's head on over to the pawn shop and exchange it.
Welcome. Well, come on in. You've got something to sell? I'll buy it, and I'll give you a good deal, too. You can exchange complete sets of items as well. You can exchange complete sets of items here, if you have any.
Oh look, we've also got a set of herbs I didn't even realize. Might as well get this, the Tiger Thigh. A powerful roundhouse kick. Sounds good. Alright, so we completed the Shenmue set, and we get from this the back fist. While limited in range, this high-speed back fist will send an opponent flying. This one's actually a pretty good move. And yep, here are some of the other item sets. We've started collecting them, but we haven't finished them yet, so that's something to work towards.
I trust you're satisfied. Come by anytime if you have something you'd like to exchange.
So we've got quite a few new moves now, so what I'm going to do is edit my skill books so that I have different skills equipped in the shortcut list I have in the fights. And this is so I can train them and level them up. You can see I've got a few moves that I've already mastered, so I'm going to put in moves that I haven't quite leveled up yet. So I'll just have to look in each one of these moves, find which one isn't on master, and put them in. And this way, when I go into training mode or sparring, I can do these moves and level them up. And this would be a good opportunity to bring up how much this UI sucks. I kind of hate how they've designed this interface. You can see each one of these moves is treated as sort of an item in your inventory. It takes up a slot, and you have to kind of highlight each one of your scrolls in order to see what the move is, what its command input is, and what your proficiency level is. And that's really annoying because you have to highlight each one individually in order to see it. Now, again, it's not unworkable. You can certainly work with it, but if you compare it to Shenmue 2, when you go into the move list, you can see the name of the move, what its command input is, and your proficiency level, as you can see by the bar highlighted behind each of the moves. So yes, Shenmue 2's move list was actually really good. Like, you could see all that information at a glance, whereas in this game, You just kind of have to look at it individually, which kind of sucks. A big step back, unfortunately. Anyway, while I was talking about that, we topped up on food, so we can continue on our adventure.
What is it? What do you want?
Which way is it to the hermit's nest?
Just head for the cow sheds behind the market and keep going.
Got it. Thanks a lot.
Right, behind some cow sheds. The cows kind of everywhere in this game, so that doesn't exactly help, but I guess we'll keep an eye out for some cows. Let's speak to some more people, though, before that.
Xia Lian?
Yes?
Which way is it to the hermit's nest?
Oh, looking for someone?
There's something I need to take care of.
None of my business, really. It's past the cowshed out back.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Alright, so let's look for a cow shed. Where could it possibly be? Where the cows... Oh, that's there. It's literally just right there. So, yeah, again, everyone says how far away this hermit's nest is, but it really isn't. It's just behind the cow sheds. Before we go back there, though, there is this little area. It has a very, very tiny pond. Well, actually, it's more like a puddle. It's very small. But there's a sign that says fishing. Now, you'll notice that the sign's a bit dilapidated, and I can't fish here, actually. Even if I had a fishing rod, I couldn't fish here. Maybe this used to be a fishing spot a long time ago, but maybe it's dried up or something, because there's barely any water here at all. Well, there's not much we can do with it at the moment, but keep this area in the back of your minds, viewers, because we might be coming back here at some point. In the meantime, there's some herbs we can pick up. Aha, knew there'd be one here. I mean, this area is kind of suspect, so we'll just take one of those. And another one here. Yoink. Okay, I think we're all good for herbs now. So, we'll head on down towards the hermit's nest. The hermit's nest is past the cow sheds, as they so helpfully described. Some chickens here. Yeah, and a little shrine. Yep, we're on the right path. The hermit's nest.
Excuse me. Hello?
Yes, dear?
Do you have a moment?
Can who?
Let's try that again.
Excuse me. Hello?
What's that, dear?
Can you help me with something? I'm looking for Yan Xing.
Look at what now?
About Yan Xing?
Oh, they sell that over at the Panda Market.
I'm looking for Yan Xing.
Just go straight this way.
And I'll find Yan Xing there?
No one.
Forgive me, but I was asking about Yan Xing.
Oh, yes! Goodness me, I'm so sorry. Now,
I'm looking for Yan Xing.
there, at the meeting hall.
Got it. Thanks a lot.
Now, I know she's supposed to be senile, but considering Shenmue's track record of completely nonsensical conversations, I can't even tell if that's supposed to be intentional. Seems like there's a lot of old people here.
Excuse me.
Why, hello there, Sonny. What can I do for you?
I hate to bother you, but
This place is colder than a day-old dumpling. Oh, I just can't seem to warm up no matter what I try. You, on the other hand, have a cool composure hiding under fiery rage. Fascinating.
right.
Yeah, fiery rage, that's what we'll call it.
Excuse me.
What is it? I'm afraid I'm not accepting any apprentices.
You've got the wrong idea.
You here for something else? They used to come in droves, asking me to teach them.
Sorry to bother you. Excuse me.
What is it? If you're here to apprentice under me, I must respectfully refuse.
That's not it.
What? You're not? The only young people that come here are those looking to apprentice.
Sorry to bother you.
It's okay. Sorry to assume.
Oh, what a polite conversation. Anyway, that senile old lady told us that Yan Xing was at the meeting hall, and if her words are to be trusted, here it is. So, let's give Yan Xing a visit.
Excuse me. Is anybody home? This is weird. It feels like someone's there. Yan Xing.
Who's there?
My name is Hazuki. I'm a friend of Mr. Yan's daughter, Shenhua.
Shenhua?
I'd like to talk to you. Can you open the door?
I'm sorry. I can't do that. As long as I stay inside and lay low, I'll be safe.
I understand. All right. I'm going home then. I'll go back to Shenhua's and fill her in on the situation.
Well, Yan Xing is doing, I guess, what's actually quite sensible, and it's just hiding. So, he's too frightened to talk, unfortunately, so we're not really sure what to do next. We'll just have to go back to Shenhua.
Is anyone there? It seems nobody's home.
But I guess the day's still a little bit early, so we can spend some time doing some other stuff before we head back home. Might as well wait until the evening. Here's another self-service veggie place. I'm just having a look here just to see how their prices compare. 91 for a piece of garlic is actually pretty good, so I'll buy a bunch of those. And I guess the rest I can take or leave. So, before we head back, we might as well do a bit more exploring around the Hermit's Nest. There's not a whole lot to see here, but we might as well have a good look around, because there's herbs lying around. Delicious, valuable herbs. Except licorice. Licorice sucks. I do quite like the weather effects in this game. The rain itself doesn't look that good, but I kind of like how wet it makes everything, and how the wetness kind of lingers for most of the day as well. So it kind of adds a different feel to the place once it's rained.
Yes, dear?
Sorry to bother you. Hello?
Yes, dear?
Do you have a moment?
Say who?
This is a waste of time.
Who are you calling a waste?
Can you hear me?
What do you want? Spit it out!
Okay.
Right, let's bail out of that conversation as fast as possible and head over to the arcade at the Panda Market.
I'll give it a try.
Let's try Highway Star again. Let's see if we can actually beat the game. Now, last time I said that the more balls you collect in a row, the higher score you get per ball, which is actually incorrect. You do get a point bonus for getting a chain of balls, but you still generally get 1 point per ball. Still, you want to keep the you have to keep collecting as many balls as possible, because that's basically the distance you're traveling. You can see at the top how many miles you have, and at the end it's 300 miles. So you kind of want to get your score up to 300 within the time limit, or the time limit in this case being when the cop car reaches towards you. So gotta keep collecting those balls. Just keep it steady. As you keep going, the cop car actually gains more speed, I think, so it can get pretty hairy. Oh, nearly there. So close. Uh-oh. Cop car's getting fast. Yeah, nearly there. Woohoo! And that's that game completed. Congratulations, Ryo Hazuki. You've mastered Highway Star.
All right. I got away. Just one more. I'll pass.
So yeah, Highway Star's not actually too hard. It's actually quite easy to complete once you get the hang of it.
Play one.
This game, meanwhile, you can't ever complete. You just have to try and keep going until you lose. So let's give another go at Whack-A-Mole and see if we can beat our high score. And while we're playing this game, I figured I might as well go back and complain about something about this game again. Because if you remember, at the start of the day, we were beaten by that thug. Now, if you're wondering what happens if you actually manage to beat him, get his health down to 0, the answer is nothing. You still lose the fight. It's a supposed to lose fight, which is kind of annoying, unfortunately. Now, Shenmue has done this before. Shenmue 2, there's a couple of fights that you can't actually win. It's just part of the story where you just lose and then, you know, you wake up the next day after getting beaten up. Which always annoyed me, to be honest. If you're going to have Ryo Hazuki lose a fight as part of the story, you might as well just have it be a cutscene. I don't see a point in making the player partake in a fight that they can't win. You know, it just seems really stupid. But in my opinion, it's even worse in this game because you have no idea if it's a supposed to lose fight or not. You might think that it's a fight you're supposed to win. In which case, if you're one of the unlucky sods that actually spent 300 yuan on Snake Power, the healing item, and you use it on a supposed to lose fight, well, guess what? You've just wasted $300 dues. Fucking great. It's especially concerning in that fight as well, because you fight the two thugs, that's easy enough, and then you end up fighting an even harder opponent, at which point you're most likely low on health from the first two guys, so you think, uh-oh, better use this healing item, good thing I bought this, but it turns out you'll lose anyway, so you might waste that healing item, and it's like, too bad, there goes that healing item that you spent 300 yuan on. Yeah, it's just kind of dumb. I really don't like it. I really don't like the healing item anyway, just because of how expensive it is. It's really there just in case you get into a fight and you happen to be like low on health because you forgot to eat and you didn't know a fight was coming up. That's the only time I think it's sort of valid in its use. But even then, if you just keep yourself top on food as you go through the day, that shouldn't really be an issue. And because it's so expensive, it's kind of hard to warrant the purchase anyway. I don't really see much use in having that healing item when it costs 300 yuan, you know? And it does feel a bit like cheating anyway. You just press the down button on the D-pad during a fight, and you instantly replenish half of your health if you have that item. And it's like, oh, well, there you go. You basically won the fight now because you've just gotten all the extra health. And also, its usage is quite limited anyway, because you can't use it in certain fights. Sometimes in, you know, if you're doing fights in Martial Hall, for instance, which is an actual competition, you're not allowed to use the Snake Power. So its use is very limited, which is why I don't really buy them. Oh man, I got exactly the same score as last time.
Oh man.
Anyway,
So
yeah, that's
close.
the reason I don't really use Snake Power, although that still doesn't
I'll keep going.
excuse the fact that that supposed to lose
I'll
fight
pass.
might get you losing or wasting that, which is kind of dumb. Anyway, we've done enough playing around, so let's go back to Shenhua's house.
Hey, Shenhua.
What is it, Ryo?
I went to the hermit's nest and talked to Yan Xing.
Oh, good. That means he's still safe. And what of my father?
I didn't get that far. I'm sorry.
What? Why not?
Yan Xing wouldn't even open the door for me. He's pretty terrified.
That's terrible.
We haven't found a single clue about your father.
True.
I can't even find those thugs.
Well, actually, you did.
Ryo,
We've got nothing. What the hell do we do now?
calm down, Ryo. Anger won't get us anywhere.
But...
Clear your mind.
Huh?
This is what my father would say. When you're stuck, throw out everything you think you know, and approach things from a different angle.
Is that what he would do?
It sure is. And you clearly feel pretty stuck.
You can say that again. I'm going to go see Yan Xing again. Maybe this time I can get him to calm down and talk to me for a minute.
Okay.
Well, that'd be quite easy to throw out everything we know because we don't know anything. So, it's the evening, so let's try talking to Shenhua again. Gotta take off our shoes. It's good manners.
Hey,
What is it, Liao?
I wanted you to know that he's okay.
He's bound to know something, since he trained under my father.
Okay? Hey, Shenhua.
What is it, Liao?
I'll head over there and pay him a visit.
Good. He'll be safe there too. It's pretty remote. Not many people go out that way.
Okay.
See, I tried speaking to her a few times, and it turns out that,
Hey.
we don't
What
get
is
those
it, Leon?
conversations tonight.
I wanted you to know that.
Yeah, we've heard this.
It's pretty...
So, yeah, not every night you get to have those funny conversations with Shenhua, which is a shame. But, I guess it's fair enough, she's not in the mood to talk. So, instead, since it's still early, we're going to have a look at some drawers we haven't looked at yet. So, let's have a look at all the kitchen drawers. We haven't had a look at these yet. Oh boy. There's a lot of drawers here, so let's have a look at what's inside. Can you guess? It's cutlery! Oh my god. What else would you keep in a kitchen? My god. So yeah, we'll go through this. Again, I appreciate the attention to detail and putting all these openable drawers and putting stuff inside them. Although my immersion is slightly ruined because none of these drawers contain any underwear. I mean, what else would you use a pantry for, if not for storing pants?
Chocolate. Seems they've got it all.
If you've got chocolate, you've got life sorted. That's what I say. There's a few drawers that contain things like forks, chopsticks, and, other cutlery, although it's a bit weird how sparsely they're scattered around. Like, normally I just put all my forks, chopsticks, and any kind of cutlery in one drawer, rather than putting each one in their own drawer.
Is that pepper? There's enough to last a millennium.
That is a suspicious amount of pepper. What's Shenhua hiding? Does she just really like pepper? Or is she secretly huffing the stuff? Just a random drawer with a notebook in it.
What's in this bag?
Well, too bad we can't actually open it to find out. So, that's all the drawers in here. And unfortunately, you can't open the fridge, which is a bit disappointing, because you could open the fridge in Shenmue 1.
It smells good.
Yes, that JPEG of food certainly does smell good.
I'm excited to see what'll be served.
So am I, because we never get to see it, unfortunately. I wish there were more cutscenes of them eating meals together, considering how often she's cooking. Oh well, that's enough for today. We've made good progress, so we'll just head on to bed. Tomorrow we've got a big day ahead of us, so let's get an early night in. Good night, everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow.